Learning English.
There is nothing quite like the sheer panic of realizing you missed a crucial piece of office news.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Welcome back to Radio英会話 Quick Recap by Noelia. Today we're looking at Lesson 18, Speaking Patterns, Making a Request 5, Sparking Various Conversations.
Right, and our mission today is to dive into this the subtle art of the social cushion.
Yeah, how to extract that missing information or even deliver unexpected news at the office without, well, making enemies.
It's honestly such a fascinating dynamic to explore. Initiating these tricky exchanges requires a lot of finesse. You want to sound perfectly natural, not like you're just reading off a script, you know?
Totally. So let's start with the official NHK key sentence for today. It goes, "Did you hear that Takumi and Kate are seeing each other?"
I mean, it's the perfect baseline. Using "did you hear that" works so seamlessly because you aren't just blurting out a fact into the void.
Right.
You're actually actively inviting the other person into the loop.
Yeah, it acts like a social skeleton key.
Yeah.
Instead of forcing a topic, it just instantly unlocks a dialogue by tapping into our shared human curiosity.
I love that metaphor. But just like a real key, you have to turn it gently, right?
For sure.
If you just kick the door down and demand the news, people get defensive. You need a bit of finesse to lower those defenses.
Which brings us perfectly to our next section. Let's unpack some variations from Noelia's pattern practice.
Okay, check this first one out. Don't get mad, but there's something I need to ask you. Did you eat my pudding?
Wait, hold on. If someone starts an accusation with, "Don't get mad," I instantly get defensive. Why does Noelia say this actually works?
Well, it's a textbook conversational cushion. It's a preliminary phrase that kind of pads the impact of a direct question.
But for pudding.
Exactly. In this specific case, "don't get mad," ironically creates this thrilling, almost humorous interrogation vibe right before the very mundane accusation about the pudding.
I get it. The theatricality actually lowers the stakes.
Right, it disarms them with a little drama. But if you want a cushion that's purely professional, I prefer this brief phrase from the blog. It's, "Is now a good time? I've been meaning to ask you something."
Oh, yeah. That is a highly smart native-level cushion.
Definitely. It immediately respects the other person's time.
Because if you've ever had a coworker just barge into your cubicle and immediately start demanding favors, you know it rarely goes well.
Oh, the worst. Asking for permission first just shows high emotional intelligence. You're respecting their workflow before disrupting it.
But what happens when you strip that polite padding away completely?
It gets messy.
Here's today's scene. Picture two coworkers prepping for what they think is an upcoming meeting.
Should we update the presentation slides for the meeting tomorrow? I was thinking of adding some graphs.
Are you serious? Did you hear that the project was scrapped? What a waste of time.
Wait, what? Since when? I didn't see any announcements.
The email went out 10 minutes ago. We're done here.
Ouch. The whiplash in that exchange is just brutal.
It really is.
Yeah.
And notice what's missing here. There's absolutely no cushion.
Exactly. Because the news is fatal to the project, the speaker just bypasses social etiquette entirely.
Yeah.
That's why it feels so aggressive to the listener. I mean, look at the word scrapped.
Right. Originating from scrap or garbage. It perfectly captures tossed plans.
Yeah, the plan wasn't paused or delayed. It was thrown straight into the trash.
And then that absolute despairing finality of the phrase, "We're done here."
It leaves zero room for negotiation. It just tells the other person that all effort must immediately cease.
It's highly effective, but slightly terrifying.
Very terrifying.
Well, to help you navigate both the polite and the brutal, Noelia has prepared 25 practical phrases for this lesson.
You should definitely check out the pattern practice and original dialogue sections on the blog to build your output skills. Seeing how these phrases work in context really is the best way to get them firmly into your active vocabulary.
For sure, the link is in the description.
Have a great day and keep practicing.
And before we go, think about this. If that social skeleton key effortlessly unlocks shared curiosity, what happens when the door you open reveals a piece of news the other person was desperately trying to keep hidden? Catch you next time.